Hey y'all, my Kiana back again with another video, and I'm gonna jump straight into it as usual. Today I want to talk about people pleasing. Let's just let that sit, because it's something that we all do and it's something that we all have to work on. So that's what I want to talk about today. Now, my definition of people pleasing is doing something like making choices that do not benefit you in order to satisfy somebody else. So that's my definition of people pleasing, and this again is something that everybody does, almost everybody does, and we all have to work on. So some examples of this is people that are like taking a path that their parents want them to follow, whether it comes to like school, your career, the friends you hang out with, whatever it is. And this is not to say don't listen to your parents, because yes, they usually are, they know a lot. Don't want to discredit that, but you just want to make sure you realize in the decisions that you make, like, am I doing this? Am I making this decision because it'll set me up in a better position, it will make me happy, it will benefit me? Or am I making this decision because I don't want my parents to be disappointed in me? So I think that's a very important balance to come to when you have to ask yourself those questions, because at the end of the day you can end up 20 years from now miserable in life just because you wanted to make your parents happy. Another example is buying things that we can't afford. So this is more so to impress other people or to please like people in your social group, your peers, your classmates, and things like that. Again, something that we all do. I feel like I don't fall into this now that I'm older and I'm not as materialistic as I used to be. So to me, it doesn't really make sense to, for example, say I just got my little check from my fast food place or wherever I'm working at, and I go spend like a fourth of it on some sneakers that everybody getting because I want to feel included, I want to feel accepted. Like, that don't really make sense to me at this point in my life, because people got bills, people got more important things to do with their money right now than trying to keep up with the Joneses. So I think that's something that comes with maturity. But even like besides that, it's just not something that you should be doing. Like, if you don't have it, if you don't have the money, you can't really afford that watch, that car, that house. This goes for adults too, because they do a lot of trying to keep up with the people in their circles as well. So if you can't afford it, it really don't make sense to buy it, because at the end of the day, you're not making yourself happy with that item. Because once you buy it, now you got to think about, for example, if you buy an expensive car, now you got to think about how you're going to pay your rent next month and how you're going to keep the lights on. So it's like, did you really make yourself happy? Is that why you bought it? Or did you buy it so other people, when they see you, they can give you recognition and you can feel accepted? Right? So it's not just for, young people. This goes for everybody. I got my notes right here, so I'm looking down. And the third example of people pleasing that I wanted to go into is saying yes when you know you should say no. Again, don't feel bad. I have been like the worst culprit of this in recent years, or I want to say this year really. I started to say no, just because at a point in time you have to start putting yourself first before anybody else, because you realize that you can't put anybody else first if you don't first put yourself first. That'll make sense later. But yeah, like saying yes when you know you should say no. Like, for example, if your friends want you to go out somewhere, but you know you got work in the morning, or you need to study for this test, like, do what's best for you. That's the ultimate, that's the underlying theme. You need to do what's best for you. So now that we talked about some examples, I want to get into some of the reasons why people pleasing is such a problem in today's society, or in, period. I think I had to turn my air conditioner off because I didn't want it to be too loud while I was recording, so now I'm sweating. Bear with me. But I think that, again, the reason we want to please people so much is to feel accepted. Like, that's like a natural, I think that's a natural human desire, is to feel accepted and to feel included in the in what's going on around them, in the circles, and be included in the society that's around them, pretty much. So yes, acceptance being one of the main reasons why we want to try so hard to please people. We want to feel accepted, we want to feel included, and yeah. Another reason being to avoid conflict. This kind of goes along with point one, but we don't, like, oftentimes people shy away from conflict. We want everything to be smooth, easy, peachy, and we want everything to just go over smoothly and calmly with no conflict, like, no problems. And I feel like as people, we have to understand that there are going to be problems. We can't just, you can't just clean up the situation by just saying yes, and smiling. Like, there are things that are problematic. There are things that, if you want to get somewhere, you have to fight to get there. It's not going to be an easy route. Everything's not going to be easy. So avoiding conflict sometimes can be hard. Like, conflict can be inevitable if you have a certain goal and somebody is standing in the way of that goal, and conflict is inevitable. Another reason we people please is for self-validation, or like a false sense of fulfillment. For example, like, we want to get all of these praises from other people, and that makes us feel fulfilled. But in reality, it doesn't, because you won't truly feel fulfilled until you're happy with yourself. And I think it all boils down to the fact that we value other people's happiness more than we value our own, if you think about it, right? So, like, why would I go into debt and pursue a life that I don't really want if I truly value my happiness, right? And the same thing can be applied. Why would I spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a car and then be struggling to pay my rent the next month if I truly value my happiness? So that's how I look at it. And with all of that being said, some things to remember in order to fight this kind of people-pleasing mindset and just help you to be more productive is to remember that only you live with your life decisions and consequences. So at the end of the day, you can make decisions in order to please somebody else, but ultimately you have to live that life, and you have to live the consequences that come along with that. In addition to that, you can't find fulfillment in someone else's happiness. So now that you made that decision and that other person is happy that you made the decision that they wanted you to make, you're still left feeling empty because you haven't done anything to, pursue your own happiness. And then I want to close out this video with the last and the most important point, which is this: your happiness is your responsibility, and it is worth protecting. So stop putting it in the hands of other people. And that's the gem that I want to drop for this video. And with that said, I want to thank all of y'all for watching. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. It's very much appreciated. And that is all for this video. Don't forget to live in love.